once again, a very warm welcome to Taiwan Forum. It's Mark Chu, and I'll be your MC for this afternoon. Now, without further ado, I'd like to ask all of you to kindly feast your eyes on the stage as we are about to begin.
International Director of the and Sports Guru. And Sports International Director Teresa Man. International Director Freddy Shimizu. Troy and Sports Xiong Wok Yang. And across the street,
Singapore was 40 years ago in 1999, and it's with great pride and honor that we are hosting this huge mega event once again today with the title and the theme as connectivity. Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please join us.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present our dignitaries at this opening ceremony. Our guest of honor, His Excellency Dr. Tony Tan Keng Yam, President of the Republic of Singapore. #52nd OSEAL Forum Chairperson, Past Council Chairperson Lim Hon Chi. Lions Club's International President Barry Palmer and his lady Anne from Australia. Lions Club's International Foundation Chairperson, immediate past International President Wayne Maiden and Linda from the United States. International First Vice President Joseph Preston and Joni from the United States. International Second Vice President Dr. Jitsuhiro Yamada and Mrs. Yamada from Japan. Past International President Dr. Win Kuntam from Hong Kong. Past International President Dr. Tae Sap Lee and Mrs. Lee from Korea. Past International President Kajit Hapanananda from Thailand. International Director Chang Jui Thai and spouse International Director Dr. Tae Yong Kim and Mrs. Kim from Korea. International Director Dr. Ichiro Takehisa and Hiroko from Japan. International Director Sanjita Jatia from India. International Director Byung-ji Kim and spouse from Korea. International Director Teresa Pan from Hong Kong. International Director Hidenori Shimizu from Japan. Board appointee, past International Director Choi Jung-yul and Mrs. Choi from Korea. May I now invite all past international directors to please rise to be recognized together. Board appointee Aruna Oswald from India. May I now invite all our past OSIL forum chairpersons to please rise to be recognized. May I now invite all council chairpersons to please rise to be recognized. May I invite all our district governors to please rise to be recognized. And may I now invite the association's executive staff to rise and be recognized. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes the recognition of our dignitaries.
Thank you, Dr. Winston Ford. Let us once again welcome our 52nd OCU Forum Chairperson, Mr. Lim Hon Chi, for his welcome address. Mr. Lim, sir.
And second vice president and all the international directors, all the alliance entities,
fellow Lions. A very good afternoon to all. It is my great pleasure and honor to have all of you here. On behalf of the Lions members of Singapore and the Forum Organizing Committee, I bid each and every one of you a very warm welcome. We would like to express our heartfelt appreciation and gratitude to each of you. Many of you have to travel long distances from your respective countries to be here with us this afternoon. We wish all of you to have a very pleasant and rewarding stay in Singapore. The opening ceremony has always remained as one of the highlights of the annual forum. The Forum Organizing Committee has put in much effort, working with the event professionals in putting up the entertainment events with some segment depicting Singapore's diverse and multicultural and Singapore early history. I hope you will like them and through them to knowing us better and also about Singapore. The Lions member of Singapore look forward to further strengthen our connectivity and friendship not only with all of you here but also all the Lions around the world. Without much further ado, once again, I wish each and every one of you to have a very pleasant, enjoyable, and rewarding stay in Singapore. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lim. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we all have been waiting for has finally arrived. It gives me great pleasure to welcome guest of honor, His Excellency Dr. Tony Tan, Forum Chairperson Mr. Lim Hon Chee, Lions Club International President Mr. Barry Palmer to officiate the launch of the 52nd Orient Southeast Asia Lions Forum. And now, distinguished guests, fellow Lions, girls, ladies and gentlemen, on my countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold! Round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Lin Wan Chi. We would now like to invite our guest of honor, Dr. Tony Tan and Mr. Lin Wan Chi, to the front of the pedestal. We would like to thank our guest of honor, Dr. Tony Tan, for gracing our 52nd OCU Forum 2013. On behalf of the OCU Organizing Committee, Forum Chairperson Mr. Lin Wan Chi shall now present a gift of appreciation. This gold-plated cheering and the phoenix are typical motifs favored by the Peranakan as they symbolize wealth, prosperity, virtue, and nobility. Thank you, Mr. Lin. Next, on behalf of the Lions Club International President, Mr. Barry Palmer, would also like to present a gift of significance and appreciation of their time served. This figurine is a replica of a statue located at the ground of Lions Club International in Chicago, USA. It depicts an African child, a blind leading a blind man, and is titled Gift of Sight. Thank you, President Tony Tan and Mr. Barry Palmer. I would now like to invite Lions Club International President Mr. Barry Palmer for his speech. Mr. Barry Palmer, sir.
Forum Chairman, fellow executive officers, members of the board, past presidents, past directors, Lions, friends all. What an honour it is to be back in OCL. What an excitement it is to be in OCL once again. When I told the office that we were coming to OCL, they said there's three things you must know about OCL. One, the Lions are very friendly, the Lions are very generous, and the women are beautiful. And all three are true. 55 years ago, somebody had a dream to establish Lions in Singapore. And you've just celebrated 55 years of history here in Singapore. And what a history that has been. Many, many years of service to your communities. And some examples of what is going on today is your Lions Club of Chatsworth and their program. It was a privilege to sit in this morning and read to the children of Singapore some books, give them some books as gifts, have a colouring competition, sit with them and have a conversation and ask questions, and they were very enthusiastic in their answers and their participation. An outstanding program from one club, and now working with children in Indonesia, in Jakarta as well. A great credit to this organisation, great credit to this country is the Lions Club of Chatsworth. And Singapore Mandarin, and the work that they do every week with the elderly and feeding the hungry. Two of our signature projects looking after the hungry, and they do it so well. But the Befrienders Club and their aged care, looking after the elderly that have served your communities for many, many years and now being looked after by the Lions. Outstanding projects and outstanding programs, often supported by our own international foundation, with grants to assist in areas that a small club or a small area cannot finance themselves. You're very generous in your support of the OCL area of LCIF, and in particular Singapore. For every $1,000 you've donated recently, 1,000 children are now alive because of the measles vaccination. So you can stand up with pride, Lions of OCL, The enthusiasm that you generate in these meetings is contagious. And I was so pleased to sit in your membership and leadership meeting yesterday and listen to the reports coming through from all parts of OSEAL on the work that you've done to build this organisation in OSEAL. Tomorrow night, I'm going to make some awards and presentations. And at the moment, I'd like my fellow officers, if they would just join me here on stage, because there is one recipient who cannot be there tomorrow night. I think he's very busy with young people, so he can't make it. So if I'd like a member, one of your leaders, one of your stalwarts, past international president Kajit Hapapananda from Thailand, if you would like to come forward, Kajit, and receive the Presidential Medal for your work with GLC and over many, many years. Thank you, Lions, for the work you do. Thank you for what you're going to do in the future. I'll be talking more about that tomorrow night. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas, for the insightful and meaningful address. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to once again put our hands together to welcome Forum Chairperson Lim Hon Chi to adjourn the 52nd OSEAL Forum 2013. Mr. Lim, sir.
Fellow Lions, pleasure now to adjourn the proceeding, and you all know, event organizer has organized several acts, as I said earlier, depicting Singapore culture and Singapore history. Please stay on to watch the show. A pleasure now to adjourn the proceeding.
Thank you, Mr. Lim, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor, Dr. Tony Tan, President of the Republic of Singapore, will now take his seat. Please rise and remain in your seats as he does so.
Excuse me, they are coming down there.
John, this is temporary. Maybe a few minutes.
Once again, thank you, President Tony Tan, distinguished guests, fellow Lion dignitaries, for being here today with us. Each of the presents plays a crucial part in living up to the foreign theme this year, the foreign theme of connectivity. Thank all those chief delegates and dignitaries on stage to kindly make their way down. Thank you so much for your time.